So today's the 23rd of July, and they've updated the game and they've added some Psyche system into the game. So I just wanted to have a quick look into this. I did log on a little bit earlier to do my free pulls and did have a quick look round, but just going to have a look at it a bit more. So let me have a look here at the notices. I think it goes into a bit of detail in the notices. So we have so everyone got 60 MIGA today because of the patch as compensation for it being down while I was updating the game. And so we got the new system. Psyche will open after the update, which has already happened now. And as you saw in the last event, the summer one, it had a small preview with a few of the Psyche cards that you could equip. I think for like Kirina, Alice, and Shanna, and a couple of others. So it says here, so you had a little preview of them. So it says here, let's have a look what we got. So yeah, it'll strengthen stats and skills. It says you can get more details from Notice and then Psyche, but I don't see that on here. So a new mode, Psyche Zone. All Void agents need to work together to defeat common enemies and enjoy awesome rewards together. It says you get more details in the challenge, and then Psyche Zone. A new mode, Oracle Treasury, will open after the update. Complete daily missions and dispatch missions to acquire various rewards. Then you can get more details in Event and Oracle Discovery, which doesn't seem to have anything here under the event, so unless it means events in game, I'll just have to check. What else? It says Notice and Psyche as well. I don't see anything on Psyche, unless it's just referring to its own patch notes here itself. Let's have a look. What are the bugs? We just got some bugs there. Bug fixes, you can always check them in game. And the entrance to the Void Agency moves into mission, and mine crystals are added to dispatch mission rewards. So mine crystals, I think, are new to do with the Psyche system. And then, yeah, so let's have a look. Go back. So I did log on just to collect some daily stuff earlier, but so the treasury, that's something that's quite new. So what's this? Bolt of Psyche Frag. So it looks like this must be, I don't know if this is a permanent thing or if this is just an event to get stuff to do with the Psyche. So let's have a look here. It's used to combine Psyche. Okay. So I think some of those were given in the last event as well. You could get from trading in the points or tokens you got for completing some of the missions. Bolt of Mine Crystal. What are these used for? Used to enhance Psyche. This. So it looks like I can grab the first one of each. What's these locked ones? What's this information? Complete 1 hour dispatch of Void Agency to get free score. Oh, so you get complete Void Agencies to get these, I guess. Oh, it looks like it might be a permanent thing because it says Treasury. I can't even read that. Speak right now. Will reset in 30 days. So it looks like it's a month thing. It lasts over the month, as it says down here. These don't seem to tell me anything when I click them. Whoa, so this looks like you can... Whoa, I don't want to pay to win. Come on. So it looks like clicking this, clicking the lock, you can just buy yourself to power. So that doesn't seem like pay to win. More pay to win features. Let me just grab this. I mean, I don't mind paying for cosmetics and stuff, but when it's just clear pay to win stuff like that, unless you can unlock them without having to pay, I don't know. Anyway, let me try to complete some of these void missions too. Void agency stuff. Oh, it said it moved to missions, I think. is this? Missions. Alright, here. There's missions. There we go, here we go. There's the Void Agency. So it looks like you get some mind crystals now from the Void Agency. So let's just receive those. In fact, I haven't used much of these accelerators in a while, so I've got quite a few of them. So I could like just continually speed up for a while to get some more psychs. Just put some people in. As I said, I did claim them earlier and I forgot how to get to this menu. Because I was just getting from ideas and sets of are in, so. Alright, so put some there. What's that? So there was a new mode as well. Well, let's have a look at the psychs. I think they're on the cards. I had a quick look earlier. So I think it goes here. To that slot here. So if I slide through, I can have a look at the characters and see which ones have psychs. So most of my main characters don't have psych cards yet. Here we go. So we got Toma, which was one of the ones. I'm not sure actually. I don't think he was one of the previewed ones on the last thing. Right, let's have a look. So this card can be equipped to 4 different. So we've got these 4 characters from the Railgun series. Never seen it, but I know it's quite a popular series. So if you click more, you can get more information. So it tells you the abilities you get for each character if you equip it onto that one. So for Mikoto, we have for the passive. So it boosts your electric shock. So it deals more psych damage, equal to 16% of the character's basic attack. So it looks like the psych is just an extra damage. So you've got arcane, physical, and now you've got psych as well. So this is pretty good. An extra 16% more damage. So it says it only does it to targets with psych weakness, which was certain enemies. I think like on the last event, it had like a little icon next to them if they were had a psych weakness. So I guess it's not on all enemies. So I think passive is just what you get straight away. What are these others? Electric shot. So I think that's the first skill. So you get this extra psych damage. So this one doesn't say to enemies with psych weakness, so that's probably on all time. So that's an extra 5%, 5.9% to the first skill. And since it's in blue, that usually means it probably scales to your attack as well, so increasing your attack. Unless it's from the actual increase in the psych level, or this card, or whatever you want to call it. Lightning bolt. Then railgun. So yeah, skill 1 is the first skill. Skill 2, second skill. Skill 3 is the climax, I guess. Then if you click on the next character, you can see what it is for the next character. So for what we got for the climax. So it just increases damage by 25.1%. That's pretty good. To a climax. To each target, so it does an extra 25% damage to each. It doesn't say to enemies with sight weakness, so that's pretty good. Since a climax is quite easy to charge because it's not a really expensive one. So the passive demolition deals more psych damage equal to 93%. So I'm seeing a pattern here. I guess all the passives give you a boost to enemies with psych weakness. And then you've just got the skill ones that seem to just give you a damage buff, I guess. Let me have a look. Deal psych damage, yeah, so these just give you extra psych damage, so pretty good for boosting your damage of the skills. And then we got Toma here, buffs his Megaton Punch. This one doesn't say against psych enemies, so this is pretty good. When Megaton Punches use the psych damage dealt to this team to front enemy increased by 41% of the character's basic attack for 2 turns. Ah, so I was going to say, if that was a 41% damage increase, that would be pretty broken, but it's increases 41%, an extra 41% of the psych damage you deal, so if your character's doing psych damage, it buffs that psych damage by 41%, not adds an extra 41% as psych damage. Okay. Would have been broken if it was that way, because he'd just be like One Punch Man, one shot and everything if it was a 41% damage to all his attacks. So on the support characters, it looks like it buffs your cross skills. So we got Electromaster and Imagine Breaker, which is with Makoto. Let's have a look. Skill 2. Break your imagination. I think, who's that with? Can't remember her name now. It's with the Strike the Blood character. Can't remember her name on top of my head right now, so I don't use her very often. Skill 3. Because if you bear in mind, supports have only got one skill, so that's probably why they're all crosses. So third one, male protagonist surrounded by females, so that's the one with Kirito. Deal psych damage equal to 50% of the character's basic attack to each tag. Now I've used that cross skill before and it doesn't seem that good, but maybe this will make it a bit better. I think it casts a frail and bleed on them, I think it was. And as you can see at the top here, you've got the stat increase from equipping it as well. So look, skill 4. Megaton Punch, so that's just his own skill there. Deals psych damage equal to 13.9% of the character's basic attack to each target. Now it only hits one character. Does that mean it becomes an AoE, or does that just mean that to the target it's hitting? So obviously if you killed the first target and the second one's alive, it'll do it to the second. I don't know. I have to try out. Yeah, so that might be quite good if I want to. I know Accelerator doesn't have very good cross skills in general, but you could try and make like a really powerful Toma by he gets buffed after you use the cross skill and Accelerator, so you could probably use this and Accelerator and get a decently strong punching attack, support punching attack. So what we got here. When the fight starts, gain 1 stack shield that absorbs 65% damage up to 23% of the character's basic attack. The shield lasts 2 turns. That's pretty good. I mean, no one uses. I've never seen anyone use Uiharu, or what it's called. Maybe this is why they've made this pretty good. So you basically start the fight with a shield that absorbs up to 65% damage, up to 25% of the character's basic attack. So the more attack you've got, the bigger the shield. That's pretty good. Maybe that's a little buff to it, because no one uses them. Like Judgment Division. So because I do have her as an S rank, but because I don't use her, I don't even know what her cross skills are. Deals psych damage equal to 32.5% of the character's basic attack. Sounds pretty good, depending on who that cross is with. Quite know. Oh, intelligence power. I know that one is the knife guy from Dororo. What's he called? I don't want to do it though, because I do use him sometimes. Can't remember right now, because I've never seen the series, but deals psych damage equal to 17.1%. Okay, so it's not that as big increase as some of the other ones. What's this? Intel and analysis, not sure. Unless that was the one with him. I know she does have a cross with him, I'm not sure which one. Oh no, Intel analysis, that'll be just her normal skill, I think. Yeah, I think that's just a normal skill. 7 unlock, see what else we got. Yeah, so if you look on the character, you can see, so it's only for the Mikoto main and, what's her name? Got her name now. Kuroko main, and the other 2 for spot. Let's have a look. So we got one for Toma. One for these. Got a few S ranks. So Partisan, this is a new one, wasn't featured in the last event as a sort of a teaser. So let's have a look at this one. So when Meteor, so who's this for right now? It's hard to see who it's for without clicking on it, because it doesn't tell you. It just, it's its first character. So Yuki, when piercing sword is used, Psych damage dealt to this team to front enemy increased by 42% of the character's attack for 2 turns. Or dealt of this team, so it's pretty good. An extra 42% damage for 2 turns. I have to use Piercing Sword. That's pretty good. I think that's a passive, is it? Yeah, because the last skill seems to be due with their skill, their normal support skill, so... Psych damage equal to 14.2% of the character's basic attack to each target. So that's pretty good. 42. After you use that's going to be really good in the single target decrypt dream. If you use Yuki in there, because she's really good in there. I don't have a level, so I haven't been using her, but it seems really strong there. 2 turns as well. I have to use that skill. Inheritance of 11 combos sword skill. Is that the Asuna cross skill? Because if that's the Asuna cross skill, that's pretty powerful. An extra 50% damage. And then who's the strongest ALO? That's the cross with Kirito, I think. An extra 30%. So they're pretty good buffs, these, especially when you've got stat buffs as well. From just equipping it, like HP, arcane defense, crit damage, final damage bonus. We got that now. Meteor is used. Is that a skill? Yeah, so that's a normal, actual support skill. So the psych damage dealt of this team to a rear enemy increased by 49%. So it's only of the psych damage, not of the. Was Yuki psych damage as well? No, Yuki's really good because it's just Oh, it is psych damage. Okay, so it's not as powerful as I thought it was because it's psych damage. So it's just buffing the psych damage the characters do. Okay, so they're not stupidly broken. Deal psych damage equal to that. See, where the things where it says it increases the psych damage by a percentage, so that's not going to be as good as actually just giving you psych damage. So this says deal psych damage equal to 28%. Yeah, so for example, you'd be like using this. Would mean that it buffs your psych damage by 49% of the character's basic attack for 2 turns. And then you'd be using like these to so you'd be using like this first to buff your psych damage, and then you'd be using these skills for the extra psych damage because they do the psych damage. So that's the Kirito one, 28%. I think that's going to make the Kirito Asuna crossing a lot better. Because I always like the Kirito Asuna crossing because you get the what's it called? The passive at a lower cost if you use Kirito or a cross skill with him. So with a Kirito main, not with a limited, because Asuna only crosses with the regular Kirito, and then the normal skill cast of a support move. It deals psych damage equal to 16.5% of the character's basic attack to each target, so that's pretty good. So you just literally just getting an extra 16%, 16.5% just damage added. Providing the enemy's defense, they might have like psych defense now as a start or something. Let's have a look what else we got here. Unless it literally only works against psych enemies, I don't know yet. I mean, it doesn't say. And Kiritos, you've seen the Kiritos if you did the last event, if you looked at it in the last event. The Kirito and Alice one. So it's just a quick run through these. Osmosis Dance, which is Alice's first skill. Nice Attack, which is I think that's the first attack again once it's upgraded. After you cast it once it changes. Guard, which is the second skill. So using your guard, you'll still get a buff to your first skill when you use your first skill again. Petal Swirl. A Petal Swirl is the climax, I think. Yeah. I think. Or is of Monster Stance. I don't know. I can't remember all the names. Sonic Charge, so that's definitely his regular skill. Support Kirito's skill, because it's support Kirito. 26% of character's basic attack for 2 turns. So, and then usually... Wait, has he got... He's got 5, the Kirito. He's got 5 here. Oh, because he'll have more crossings, probably. Yeah, so this will be like buffing the Psyche attack. So you could use like Sonic Charge, and it would actually buff the next Sonic Charge you do, or the crossings that you do. So the Wooden Sword wielders is what a lot of people use with the Alice Kirito crossing. That's an extra 29% as psych damage there. If it works like that, where if it just does bonus psych damage. Starburst Stream, so that's the dual climax with Koryukimi. It's extra damage there. It's going to be pretty good. Since that thing nukes quite a lot. Loves in Aincrad, so that's with the Asuna main. Asuna main. The first one is Gentle and Loving Brother. That's with the Strike the Blood guy. What's he? I don't know. He's called the Vampire guy with a massive heal on skill 2. The 6 cost thing. Can't think of the names right now. Let's have a look what else we got here. So we've seen them before anyway in the last event. So Alice. Let's have a look who else. Oh, there's not one for Accelerator, unfortunately. I'd like one for Accelerator. Since I got him at 3, I traded in like all my token things you get from gachas to upgrade him when he was there. Yeah, this guy here is Kojo, that's his called, the crossing with Kirito. So I got one for Shizuo here. So the crossing is usually for the people shown on the card usually, so we know that's for Shizuo and the other guy. So, I've forgotten what his name is. How do I get to the... There we go. Ah, it's also for Kelty as well, or Celti. I don't know how you pronounce her name, I've not seen the series either. So we got... This is called Dollars, this side card. So Deadly Trap, that is his... first skill, I want to say. Deals more psych damage equal to 93% of the character's basic attack to targets with HP less than 75%. Ah, okay. So his first skill is dealing more psych damage to people who are less than 93% of their max health. Yeah, that's definitely his first skill, because New Hobby is his second skill, where he stomps on them. Deals psych damage... I think it is anyway. Oh, hang on, skill 2. Oh no, Deadly Trap is his climax. Deadly Trap is his climax. Where he drops the crane on you. New Hobby is his first skill, and Kemai Tachi's Blade is his second skill. Alright. Yeah, Deadly Trap is his climax. Keep forgetting the names now, so it's just... Oh, I need to... Let me have a look at the others. Shizuo. So most of them is just buffing psych damage, really. Some of them, like this, seems to give you shields and stuff. Each target hit with Psych weakness by... Each target with Psych weakness, it's one of those ones where they've got to specifically have Psych weakness. Hit by Berserk Attack, which is his passive, I believe. When he gets hit, he gets a stack of Berserk Attack. It brings 1 stack shield that absorbs 65. So this makes him tanky. So that's pretty good. So starting to add more like sort of tanky-like characters in, because I know he's supposed to be like a tank with his shield on his first skill, but most of the time it's just been people stacking damage and damage. But now there might be a good idea if they start making these missions harder, like the last, somewhere it was, and those last two missions from the top and the bottom row were pretty hard. So Berserk Attack. Wait, never mind. Berserk Attack's his second skill. not his passive. Yeah, it's his second skill. So not only get a shield when you use his first skill, you can now get shield on his second skill now. Yeah, so if you hit enemies with sight weakness with his second attack, you get a shield. Which I don't think is going to be relevant to PvP, because I don't think characters have sight weakness, unless they've added it as a thing for characters in PvP, but I don't think so, because I've not seen anything that mentions anything about that. And the Brawling Puppet of Ikebukuro, which is obviously his climax there. And then Kelty, which is a support one. So I think I'm more interested in these support ones, to be honest, because they seem to change them a little bit, like give them shields and things like that, so I have to use the skill, which is a support skill. Here we go, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that thing. I'm not going to bother trying either. Psych damage of this team increases by 27%. Okay, so it's just going to be... I guess a lot of them will be just increasing the psych damage. But, like on Uehara, you get a shield, so I guess some of them won't be. Yep, so it just seems to be psych damage on here. Guess it just depends on the type of support character. So seeing the Shanners, I'll just quickly go for it. Yeah, I got a weird Shanna, because I keep drawing for some reason in the gacha. So Crimson deals more damage. So that's is that passive or? Yeah, so that's it's a first skill, I guess. He ends the second skill. It's just buffing the psych damage and adding psych damage. So there we go. When Ribbon Prison is used, the psych damage of this team. Yeah, so a lot of these are just buffing the psych damage. Yep, so that one was one in the last event that you could preview as well. Kirito doesn't have one. Main Kirito, I should say. See Mikoto's, because it was on the other character. I know what's it. Seen his. Seen Kelty, Selty, whatever she's called. Wilhelmina, seen that one. Did I skip anyone because it lagged? No. Miyuki doesn't have one. Seen Yuki's. Riharu. Yukina, that's what she's called. Kirina. So look at Kirina. So it looks like this is also for Kuroneko as well. So heal infect the Smiling Queen of Nightmare increases by 9% permanently. Is that the cross skill? I feel like that's the cross skill. Stardust with Berry Root, that's the first skill, I guess. Second skill. Oh no, it is a second skill. Deals more psych damage. And the climax is adds extra psych damage, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't look like on the mains you get buffs to the cross skills, you just get them to the actual skills. And then you get the buffs to cross skills on the support. So when Double Side Queen is used, the healed team deals more psych damage. So equal to 30% of the main character's basic attack for 1 turn. So some things seem to last 2 turns, some seem to last 1, so I'll have to look better. So skill 2, so that'll be the first crossing, Mean Girl. Not sure who that crosses with. Deals psych damage equal to 40%. So I need to find out if, when it says deal psych damage, if it's just adding like an extra damage, or if you can only do that extra damage to psych enemies. So I'm guessing it probably just does the damage, because yeah, that'll make them a lot better. Deal psych damage to 31% of the character's basic attack to each target. Skill 4. Mortal Extermination. So, oh no, this is the main Kuroneko, not the support Kuroneko. So these are not cross skills. Yeah, so these are Kuroneko main, not support, so they're 2 skills. Let's have a look. Oh, was it? Oh no, it was support. Yeah, it is support. What am I saying here? So these are the cross skills. For some reason I thought Mortal Extermination was the name of the climax, but I guess it's not. I was wrong there. So that is the support one. Else, the new Summer Mikoto has one as well. Repair service does more psych damage equal to 36% of the. Oh, yeah, look, what was that for? Yeah, the Mikoto. Skill 1, electrotherapy. So that's the first skill. Extra psych damage, second one, extra psych damage. The climax, extra psych damage. Okay, nothing different there out of the ordinary. More psych damage. Psych damage. What? Climax, extra psych damage. So most of them are just extra psych damage. Seems to be rare to have a character that gives you something other than Rentaro. I know there's a few people I've seen with fully awakened Rentaro, so let's probably see if it buffs him a lot here. Let's have a look. So for Rentaro, what does he get? So I've seen one or two people with full Rentaro awakenings. So maybe this will make it like really good. Who knows? Each target with psych weakness hit by Unibiko Ryu heals the team for HP equal to 50% of the character's basic attack. So each target with psych weakness hit by whatever skill that is heals the team for HP equal to 12% of the character's attack. Let me have a look. Let's have a look what this is first. So where's his skill? Which one is it? Not that one. Ah, okay, so it's his second skill. So it does attack. So that's an AoE. Multiple enemies. So that attack. Oh, it's the one that gives him a shield, right? As well. Oh wait, they both give shields. I don't really use him. Yeah, so you can do damage, get a shield, and also heal yourself at the same time. If you're hitting a psych enemy, I've lost where I am now. Oh, whoops, that's the support one. It doesn't have one. That might be quite good. If they've put psych weakness enemies in Pandemonium, that might be pretty good. If you want to run him in Pandemonium. Especially if they start adding harder levels as well. Or if you're struggling with the ones at the moment. Provided they do have psych weakness in there, I don't know yet, because I haven't tried Pandemonium since the patch, so. So skill 1, just psych damage. Psych damage. Yeah, psych damage on everything. So for Enju, support Enju. So each target with psych weakness hit by bunny hop brings one stack shield that absorbs. So it's another one of those supports that give shield. So I like these because they change up the character a little bit rather than just extra psych damage. So you get shield, which kind of makes it tricky because do you want to put the psych on Rentaro? Like say using the Rentaro Enju crossing. Do you want to use it on Rentaro or do you want to use it on Enju? Because you can only equip it to 1, so. As far as I'm aware of, you can equip it to 1 from what I tried in the last event where you could try it out, so. So do you want like Rentaro to have a better utility with healing when you hit psych enemies, or if you just want a shield when you use crossing? So like what else you got? A little bit powerful is a psych damage. More psych damage. Yeah, more psych damage. Oh, for Haruyuki. Kirina, we've seen this one. Seen Karokas. Not for any of these. And these are just the bots, so. Yep, so it looks like that's all the psychs, so there weren't that many. I don't know if there's a way to quickly view them all if you want to view them all at once. Probably under history, maybe? Ah, here we go, history. This would have been easier. So yeah, so these are the characters of Psyche. Usually on the picture it's got there. And you can't view them on here by clicking them, okay. So this is just your collection, I guess, showing you which ones you got, so I've got none of them. It's a specific way to unlock them. Who had one again? So, let's have a look. I think I'll either get his first, or the Kirina Alice one. So let's have a look. So 0 out of 100. Doesn't tell you how to unlock it when you click it. Oh yeah, it does. Item name underscore 300 30,028 30028. Is used to combine Psyche 7. So there's a different ones. Let me have a look. There's a Kirina. Oh, they all got like the 7 on. I thought it might be like a different type, I was going to say. So I'll make it like either more difficult to get these. Check one more just to be sure. Oh, it's different. I've got 83 for Shizuo here. And it just unlocked. The fragment contains excitement used to combine Psyche. Why do I have 83 for Shizuo here? Unless I must somehow accidentally use them on him, I don't know. So are they in my bag or? No, it just says 83 here. Unless it's bugged. I'm guessing it might be bugged. Because I'm guessing when I'll have 100 it'll probably work. And I'm guessing it'll say like 100 out of 100 or something when I've got 100 of them. I think it might be just bugged. And then I can probably click activate. Because there's no indication it's just for Shizuo, so the Shizuo and... I keep forgetting his name now. Isaiah. Let's have a look. So the Psyche zone's the new area. I haven't tried it yet, but when I clicked it earlier, it gave me a pop-up. I don't know if I can read it again. Oh yeah, I can read it again here. So 1 to 3 stages are available for each session. Clear the stages to acquire scores and improve your rankings. Use appropriate party chat to challenge the stage with distinctive features to gain higher score. So it looks like it's another decrypt kind of thing. The more damage you deal, the higher the score. Yes, it's like the decrypt stream. Each stage can be challenged once only in each session. So unlike the decrypt where you get several tries, it looks like you only get one here. No limit practice mode, so you can practice first, I guess. So once you've found like an optimal thing you want to do, you can then just go for it. Each character can challenge one stage only for each session. So I think it said there was 3 stages on the first picture, so I guess you need 3 teams, I guess. Because you won't be able to use them in the same session for each stage. So each character can challenge one stage only for each session. And then in brackets it says the character that joined one stage cannot join other stages. Please arrange your characters carefully to challenge multiple stages. Now what I want to know is, can you remove your equipment? I'm guessing you probably can't. Like the Void Expedition or whatever it's called, where you can't change equipment once it's in there, and weapons and stuff. So the reward of the season will be distributed at the start of next season, and the difficulty of next season is decided by your score in the season. Higher difficulty rewards leads to better rewards. So it's similar to the Decrypt Dream, because if you do really well in the Scar, you'll get bumped up a rank. But instead of this, it'll just make the enemies harder. So, okay, got it. Let's have a look what we got here. So it looks like you got a ranking as well. So it looks like some people have already tried it. So you got server-wide ranking here. Ranking of your guild. And then of your friends as well. Looks like not too many people have tried it on my friends list. I don't know what this open eye and closed eye is. Ah, you can hide your party, look, it looks like. I guess that's cool if you want to show your party to people to maybe give them some help. You can just leave it on open like this. The Psych Zone I17 SS 8195. Let's have a look at a lower one. SS, so 6,000 odd is still SS, it seems. Oh, what's this? So is this how I get the Psyche then? Acquire a total of S grade 1 time to level 1, gives you 100. So I'm guessing doing that will automatically unlock this Psyche, I'm guessing. Acquire a total of S grade 1 time. Is that S or SS? Because that guy had SS. Target, what's this? Acquire 1 S grade in this season. A total of 999 Void Agents acquired SS grades in level 1. Oh, it did say about it being everyone together, so that's why it's got a tick, so enough people have reached the second target. And then the top target is for yourself, so that's pretty cool. Like a server-wide thing. Now do I quit this? Oh, there we go. Rewards, let's have a look here. Level 1, get these. Yes, it's just more. And you get these for server-wide reward. So, for the server. So everyone contributing to it. Not sure how you get the level up. It didn't really tell you, I don't think. Maybe at the end of the season. Oh yeah, it'll be the end of the season. So 60 hours. So I got like tomorrow to do this as well. So I could have a quick go at the practice. Let's have a look at target. Oops, it's not wanting to go on. Let's have a go at the practice. 1-7. The more damage you deal, the longer your front team stays alive, the higher score. Ah, so the front team on this mission, it seems. So just stick some tanky in there. So let's practice. Oops, forgot to change team. I've just got whatever it set me. Oh well, half of them probably won't even have equipment on. Wow, look at their life. This ain't gonna go well because I've got like no equipment. Half of these characters. Ah yeah, see this little purple icon that appears above them? That's the Psyche weakness, if I remember correctly, from the last event. So all those Psyche passives that indicate to use them on Psyche enemies will work on here. So. Oops. Yeah, if I look, my characters don't even have weapons equipped right now. I'm just quickly doing it to see what scar I get from this, even though I've got no weapons really or equipment. Wait, how many turns is this? I might just put it on auto. Put it on auto. Let the computer decide. This is just a test to see what kind of score we're looking at here. What's in the first stage? They're not doing much damage, even with like no weapons or equipment really. I don't think they might have a few bits of equipment. It's just a quick look. I'll have a proper go at it at some point later, but it says I got 60 hours to do it. You can only do it once, so I need to think of what 3 teams I want to use for the actual thing as well. And give them a go in the practice as well, so. I'm not sure why it keeps using the debuff removal when there's no debuffs on. Probably about 8 turns, I'm guessing. 8 or 9 turns. Oh, yeah. Ends on 7th turn. End of 7th turn. Wow, I got SS rank with like. Okay, well. I guess because it's the first one, so it's going to be pretty weak until next one. But I guess you get more rewards if you're in harder ones, I think it said, so you'll probably want to try and do as much damage as you can. Try and get as high level. Yeah, so this is current level, I'm at current level 1. So I'm guessing everyone's at level 1 until next season, which is probably after 60 hours. Yeah, season remaining 60 hours. So yeah. So 5,000 with... Just let me have a look at my party here. We'll keep clicking that by accident. So I think I do have some equipment on, but no way. Okay, I've got like no equipment on. Only she has a weapon. Okay. So yeah, I probably to be honest, I think you're probably best off using like your AoE Decrypt Dream team. I don't think I've got it set up here, but I think I use the typical AoE one, which is like Kimono Shana. So let me have a look if I can remember what it is, to be honest. So I think it would be something like, so it'd be something like Shana, and then either probably Zero or Yukihime is probably for a stat boost, basically, as a stat stick. And if you get Alice is really good in there as well. Where is she? Alright, here she is. Already got her there. With another stat stick, so you could probably stick someone like Zero on or Yukihime if you've not already used her. Also has got quite good stats. Isaya's got quite good. Isaya support's got quite good stats, like base attack. Len one's quite good base attack as well. So you don't really need to use the crossing because there's 3 of them. So you want to use her first skill, which is the AoE. So best off you just using the stat stick, I think, for her. And then for third, you probably want like the OP Kimono Asuna with probably Letha. And then I'd probably give Letha the this weapon if you've got it. Makes you do extra damage when you use what's it called? Thing that reduces heals. Wound, that's it. And since the cross skill does wound, you'll get the buff damage every time, so that's pretty good. So I'll probably use a team like this, which is like a typical AoE Decrypt Dream. I think it's one of the most common ones that people use, to be honest. But for this setup, you need Alice at awakened for this. Yeah, you need her at like awakened 3 because of the what's it? Can't remember what it is now. It like reduces the cost of your climax or something. Let me have a look. Awaken. Otherwise, you can't fit them all in. What is it? Otherwise, you can't get the extra climax in. Yeah, 1 extra climax point every 4th turn, which allows you to get like an extra like climax in. So, if you don't have that, you could probably use someone else, to be honest, who has a lower cost, like accelerator or something. Accelerator or someone with good AoE. In fact, she's got quite good AoE as well, and you can also cross it with Zero too. So, you probably want to just use powerful AoEs on this. Or if you don't have characters like that, you can always use things like what's she called? Basketball Girl, which I just clicked and she disappeared there. She, oops, wrong one. Looks so similar. You can use characters like, I don't have it leveled, but I still use it just for the passive. You're probably not going to use it because probably won't be. You don't have to use them, like, because like what's it called? Like on single decrypt, you need the extra points, so you might not need them here unless you want to spam really high cost skills all the time. But and I can't find her right now. Her Tomo, is it Tomo? Tomoka. With the talent, as long as you got this one, shooting guard. If you still need more points, you can still use characters like, wait, not him. Hollow's pretty good for if points. This is only if you need the extra points, like the extra, don't know what you call them now. Just the points to cash your skills. Thought I had max level here. They're on blind. Oh. Oh yeah, she's a support. What am I doing? Yeah, her. Hollow or for more points. Or if you even have this combo, this is quite good. This, because of the cross skill. I don't have cross skills here. This one. Crit damage when you use the cross skills, so that's pretty good too. So you get a lot of, you can just keep practicing until you get a good setup for that, I guess. But if you got this team, this is really good in Decrypt. The one I just had earlier. This one. What am I doing here? This is really good setup, but you need Awaken 3 Alice for this. But yeah, that is really, really good. For AoE Decrypt, so it should be really good here as well. What you do is you basically use Kimono Shana first skill until you get enough climax points to use a climax, and then after that you just start spamming skill 2. So, in fact, I'll give it a try. To be honest, I'll give it a try. I haven't really been doing Decrypt in a while, so let's see if I can remember how it works. So. Just deciding which ones I give the weapon, because I think I don't have any. I've only got the stats of the crit one. This one maxed, but I've only got it at like, I haven't got it awakened, this weapon, but I've got max attack on it, and I think I've got max attack on this one as well, but the rest I don't. So So I keep forgetting to do Pandemonium and never get the time to do it half the time, so what weapons aren't exactly the strongest right now. So let's give it that. Oh. Give it these weapons. It's pretty good that they added this extra tab here for equipment, so I don't need to keep going into the weapons every time. This menu, which I just did by accident right now. Wait, how much cost is the cross skill? I forgot now, it's been free. Can't remember if I have another set of this. So no, I don't have another set of the free point sets. So what I'll do, usually what I'll do is if I don't have another one, I'll just equip 2 different sets. Can't remember which ones I've got attack on. I think this has got attack on. Oh, that's got an upgraded attack on it. There you go. Because then if you look, you get the final damage dealt. You get 2 of them. So if I don't have the set, I'll do that. And then for her, I'll just give her the bleed set right now. I would prefer probably, because you want to start spamming the second skill after a while, which I think costs, how much does it cost? I'd probably want the poser set on her, to be honest. But I'll just have to use the bleed set for now on her. Whoops, I've actually took it off her now. My bleed set is pretty much maxed out on there, so do have a second bleed set, but it's not like maxed. But I've maxed out the attack on it and any pieces that want it, except for this one. I guess must not have it. Must have been waiting, I think, so I haven't done this in a while, so I get a piece with at least 2 attack on it, but that'll do. Oh wait, no, that other one was upgraded, wasn't it? So I'll use this. There we go, use that for now. Right, let me see if I remember how this team works. So let's go practice. Been a while since I do decrypt, because I just leave it on auto, so I've forgotten what to do. Once you're doing it one, you can just auto all the time. So now I'm going to start spamming the cross skill. So with Kimono Shan, I just want to spam that until you get the climax. So climax adds 3 stacks. I'll use my crit weapon next, I think. Next turn. I'll just use it now. It's only a little practice run anyway, because I can't remember when I use it. You use it so the crit weapon lasts until the last turn, so whichever turn it is. Because it gives you the most boost on the last turn of it, so you save it for the last turn and just pile everything on at the end. So right now I'm just gonna use things as they come up, to be honest. So it's not really optimized because I didn't really use the crit weapon at the right time. And then of course, it just depends if you get lucky with crits as well for the damage. Which on the main one you're only going to get 1 go, so you're just going to have to hope you get lucky. Like there, I got like no crits. So many meteor. No. 3 damage. I activate this, so I can activate climax again. See that? 0 climax points left. So if you didn't have Awaken 3, you wouldn't have enough climax points to actually cast this extra climax. I got quite a few crits there. Oh, he seems to get like an extra turn compared to the decrypt. Anyway, let's just see how many points I get. 8,000. Return. So how does that compare to other people? Let me have a look. Yeah, so some people are doing pretty well, and they're just hiding their teams because they don't want anyone to know what they're using. So I'll load this guy 8,000. So yeah, so you can have a look in here, I guess, and see what teams people are running. So 6,800 odd. So oops, wouldn't it even put me in the top 50 here? But yeah, you can try it multiple times, see if you can optimize everything. That was just a quick go with whatever team I usually use on decrypt. So I think that's everything. I don't think there was anything else we added this patch. I've got the Flame Haze event that's been going on for a couple of days now. Finish that off in a bit. Oops, too far. Missions. Yeah, so it looks like the treasure was to do with void thing. Stop trying to open up shop here. Alright, so that claims for the locked ones. How many are you actually getting for $9.99? It's kind of expensive. I tell you, it's a bit hard to read. I mean, it's not that many, it looks like, is it? 4, I think? 3? Can't quite read it here. 50 points. Progression points. Oh, that's probably from doing that other mode that was just did. Well, let me complete an agency. Yeah. Let's do this one, get some energy as well. So you can get the blue ones from just doing this. If you've got a load of these accelerate things you can use. So I'm guessing the blue ones must be used for leveling up the Psyche cards. Alright, yeah, so these, I guess they're just from Complete 1 hour dispatch. Avoid agency. To get 3 scores. Oh, it's 1 hour's worth of time in it. So if you see, this bar's building up now. So this bar will build up when you complete that new mission that was added. And then this one's from just doing things. So if I do a few more here. Alright. Mission. Just don't want to abandon. So claim these. Also, it's maxed out. It only lets you do so many now. Oops, I shouldn't have wasted on the ones that didn't give me energy. Just like they'll limit it now, so they don't want you to abuse if you've been stacking those things to get like a load of these things. I guess I'll put that in. Unless you want to pay yeah, of course, you pay 15 of your MIGA to refresh them, so it's a bit more pay to win again. Looks like there's time to add in more pay features into the game. I don't know. Hopefully that trend doesn't continue, because if they just keep making features that I just pay, then it's... I don't know. That's what usually causes games to start to die, when they put too many pay features in, especially when like it's going to give you such a more of an advantage over people that aren't paying. So, might as well just leave that one running. I mean, you can use your free MIGA on it, I guess, but I don't know. I think I'd rather use it on energy or save it for draws, to be honest. So let's have a look here. So I've reached the second one now. And so, well, there's no reason to rush it, because the max, okay, there is quite a lot you can get here, up to 3,000. I was going to say there was no need to rush it, because I thought it was just up to this bottom one, but there's more. It resets in 30 days. So they've added a paywall feature here, with these. So the site's just another pay feature for people willing to just buy themselves to power here. Really, I mean, you can do it as a free-to-play play, but it's just going to be a lot longer and way longer than someone who's just buying themselves to victory, like a lot of mobile games. And this game wasn't too bad on free-to-play to begin with, but it looks like they're just adding more and more pay features. I mean, I've put some money in the game, but I've only put it into like just getting characters, not to like boost them or anything, just because I like getting the characters, so just for getting them in the gacha role, but not on all of them, but some characters I like. So yep, so hopefully the trend of this pay to win, or this paywall, doesn't keep getting higher and higher. So that was just a quick look. Well, I guess it was going on for quite a while now. Just over an hour of looking at the Psyche stuff, so hopefully it's not too... Because if they start adding new missions where the enemies are so tough you need really powerful Psyches, that's just going to make it a lot harder for people that are not investing a lot of money into the Psyche system, so hopefully it doesn't continue. Oh well. I think that's it for now, because it was quite a while. Didn't expect it to be this long, because I was just going to go through it quickly. So thanks for watching, if anyone watched this. Peace out. Have a good day. Or evening. Peace.